Hi, my name's Tess Gittleman and I'm going to show you how to make an orzo pasta salad with tri-bell pepper. So what I've already done is salted and oiled a boiling pot of water and dropped my orzo in so it can cook while I prep my vegetables. From there, I've already started to mince, finely chop some bell pepper and slice some tomatoes. To slice the cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes, whichever you prefer, just going to do sixths. If it's a big tomato, you can do it a little finer so it's more of a sliver. Depends on what you like. From here, you can just do strips of bell pepper and go through that more finely until you reach the desired size. It really doesn't matter so long as it's all consistently chopped. And last but not least, you're going to make some garlic paste. And some people like to buy this at the store already done, but it doesn't have the same taste. It tastes very artificial. So what you're going to do is just chop the bottom part off and press the back of your knife with your palm, and you're going to hear a nice crack. The peel will come right off. Easy breezy. So from here, go through it once or twice with your knife as if you're going to mince it. The smaller you chop it into, the small pieces, the easier it's going to be for you to mash it and make a paste. Now that I've got my pieces nice and small, I'm going to take some salt, nice big crystals of salt, and just put them right on top of the garlic. And it's going to look like you have an excessive amount, but really you're not going to add a lot of salt later. You're going to just do it now and let it be kind of your assistant in making this paste. One, it's going to take all the moisture out, and two, it's going to be abrasive countermeasure, so because your knife alone can't do it and your cutting board alone can't do it, but with a little help you can break down the garlic pretty easily. And just back and forth, let your knife go over it until you get something that's the consistency of this. Easily pushed around. And you can drop that right into your bowl. I've already added some of the chili flakes to the bowl, as well as some of your oil. And all of these things are going to infuse together when you strain the hot pasta and put it over, and they'll all kind of cook together. I have just strained my orzo, and I've used a fine mesh strainer. You can also use cheesecloth over a normal colander, but sometimes, as you can see, this orzo is a little bit more like a risotto or a grain in shape. It's not like a classic pasta. It's a little smaller. So the mesh helps to catch it just all that much better, and pour it right into your mixing bowl. And you're going to let it have a minute with just the oil and the red pepper and the garlic to make sure all those flavors can get happy together. And while it's still hot, you're going to start adding your feta, and it's going to start acting like a pasta sauce. The bigger chunks, the more variety you have in the way that the feta is broken up, the more texture you're going to have later. As you can see, it's already started kind of coating each of the kernels of pasta, or grains of pasta. I like a ton of freshly ground black pepper, but you can feel free to add less or more to taste. Mix it up. And you can still see the steam is coming off. That's great. That's when you're going to add your, I like to call it a fun-fetti of bell pepper. You're going to have orange, red, and green if you prefer yellow. I think the yellow looks too close to the pasta, so I just think the orange has more color. And you want to save a little to top the pasta with when you're serving it at your picnic or dinner party. And from here, I'm just going to let this come down to room temperature so I don't wilt the tomatoes, and I can garnish it to serve. So I've let my pasta come to room temperature, and what I'm going to do now is add the tomatoes. Save a little to top it with. I like to save a little bit of all the ingredients to let people know what's inside the pasta salad. Sometimes you get a pasta salad and you don't know what vegetables what. It's covered in something or wilted, and it's not quite as appetizing as knowing what's inside. And put it right onto your serving plate. It doesn't have to be perfect. Ideally, I put it inside a quart-sized container and I bring it on a picnic and nobody cares what it looks like so long as it tastes good. To that I'm going to add some extra feta. And I'm from the Midwest, so there's no such thing as too much cheese. Some of the beautiful bell peppers. Tomato. And the drizzle of olive oil on top. And as people come through, they'll mix it up themselves, putting their forks in, and it all gets happily incorporated. Serve it, enjoy, it's got a nice surprising kick, and it's a little bit fruity, perfect for summer.